Hey everyone, happy Tuesday. We're here for Virtual Veg Fest 15. A little late, but that's because we had technical issues of I can't hear you, can you hear me? I can't hear you. so and right now we can hear each other, so we're gonna capitalize on that the best we can until we can't hear one another or we freeze or something happens. But we are here today to follow up on the farmed animal conference ESummit with Animal Place, which is super exciting. And first, I want to say thank you to Fine Veg Love, who is our sponsor for our lives this week. And if you look at the little bottom little scrolly words, you'll see that if you're single and you want to find love and you want to find a vegan person to love, that you can get 10% off on her Zoom Hangouts with using the code TBF, all caps. So if you do that and the website's going streaming on the page, you can go do that. And of course, Plant Based Networks, thanks to them for being our partner in our lives. And of course, shop virtualvegfest.com and subscribe and do all of these you need to do. We're just going to jump right in because I don't know how long this is going to last. So, update from live. So, well, the Farmed Animal Conference was a huge success. And that's why we're here to follow up on how it went because,
Yes.
you know, Kelsey and I were talking. Kelsey's the program director at Animal Place. It's in Northern California, just outside of Sacramento, Grass Valley, and they have close to 400 sentient beings that they take care of. And typically, the conference would have been in person at
Mhm.
the sanctuary, but COVID. So we went virtual, and 2,000 people viewed the videos, which
Yes.
is pretty spectacular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The event was a huge success. It was a 7-day long virtual conference. It just ended Sunday the 9th. And we had three great talks every day. And if you haven't looked at the list, I would encourage people to go there. You can find the list of speakers at facesummit.org. It's FACE summit.org. And you can still watch the interviews. You'll have, if you purchase our summit pack, and let me just say that any funds made from the purchases of summit packs go directly towards helping the animals at Animal Place. So not only do you get lifetime access to the videos, you also help animals at Animal Place, which is, two great things for one. And also, if you purchase the summit pack, there some of the speakers have even thrown in some perks like ebooks or some helpful PDFs. So I would definitely encourage people to check out some of the speakers we had. Just to name a few, we have Joyce Tischler, who speaks on animal law, Dr. Neil Bernard with health-based outreach. Kim, our own executive director and co-founder, speaks to sanctuaries as change makers. So it was an incredible event. Like you said, we had over 2,000 views, and we have been receiving wonderful feedback.
That is fantabulous for an even better word.
Yes.
People can make up words. I can make up words too.
Yes.
So, yeah. So, who was the most popular person? Who was viewed the most times?
Sure. Most of our speakers had a lot of views. Brenda Saunders, who spoke, she was one of our first speakers, and she talked about veganism as empowerment. Brenda Sanders is the founder and president of Afro Vegan Society, so she had some of the highest views for her talk. It was a wonderful talk. If you didn't get a chance to watch it, I would highly encourage everyone to head over to the website and watch it because it was powerful, and she's a really great leader in the farmed animal movement and had some great pieces of advice. I would also say that Dr. Melanie Joy was also an incredible speaker, and I can really say that about all of them. They were so enjoyable to watch, easy to follow along. If you didn't watch any, they were interview format. So we had some great hosts who came in, interviewed all of our speakers, our guest experts, and it was just a really enjoyable format and easy to follow along, and a lot of great information about the farmed animal movement.
Oh, for sure. Now, are people able to watch right now, or do they have to buy the package?
That's a great question. All of the talks were free the week of. Now that it is passed, if people want to watch them, they can. They just do have to purchase our summit pack. Again, that helps fund the sanctuary during a time that we're closed because of COVID. We typically generate funds by hosting events, having tours, educational tours, and this is one way that people can help support the work that Animal Place does.
Right, exactly. And the pack is $97. And that means $97. Let's go into what $97 pays for an
Sure,
animal sanctuary.
sure.
What will that pay for?
Um, it will there's a lot of cost associated with caring for nearly 400 animals on a 600-acre property. I believe a bag of chicken feed is, and our animal care director might correct me on this, but I believe it's around $25, and we go through a lot of bags of feed daily. So you could, say you're buying 4 bags of feed for the
Yeah.
chickens when you purchase a Summit pack.
Oh, that's great. And of course, there's hay,
Hay,
right?
yes,
Yeah.
hay, bedding for all of the animals.
Yep.
We have an incredible team of animal caregivers who, we always have someone at the sanctuary. We have caregivers who live on site, and there's cost associated with that. Also, cost associated with education. Education is a big part of what Animal Place does. So we do a lot to care for our animals, and there are costs associated with that. So it's every purchase of a Summit pack helps directly care for the animals. Vet care would be
Oh gosh.
a high cost.
Yeah, vet care. The unexpected cost of
Yes.
almost 400 animals, not
Yes.
not the human vet care, the human care, medical
Yeah.
care, but the actual animal care. I can only imagine there's always something. Oh, I think I froze. That's awesome.
I
Can
can
you hear
still
me still,
hear you.
Kelsey?
I can
Okay,
still
that's
hear
great.
you.
All right, there we go. So that's wonderful because that's really the most important thing as opposed to seeing me. So
Yes.
there's always something with animals. I almost was at the ER vet last night with one of my dogs. So, and that's 3 dogs and 2 cats in the house. So that's 5.
Yeah.
That's a very small number comparatively. And the farm animals have just so much that so many needs.
Yeah.
And you take care of every single one. So even if someone thought about it, that $97, and this is going to be off the cuff, completely off
That's
the cuff.
okay.
Could they contact you and say, I'm going to buy the Summit Pack for $97, which is awesome, plus all the perks that come with
Yeah.
that? Can that $97 go towards a specific being at the sanctuary? Almost
Sure.
they've just sponsored
Yeah.
one of the cows, one of the pigs, one of the chickens. I mean,
Of
is that
course.
possible?
Yeah, that is definitely possible. People can reach out to us through our email. It's info@animalplace.org. We are completely funded almost by donations from individuals. And some people donate and want it to go towards feeding the cows or feeding an individual. So that we would definitely honor that and put those funds to where the person wanted to donate them.
That's really cool because sometimes just having that extra, yes, you got the pack, but then that, like you said, more general, the cows, the chickens, pigs,
Yeah.
the money can go towards. But I'm thinking a step further, like go towards like the last time we spoke about the cow
Daffodil.
that's blind, Daffodil,
Yeah.
right? I want the money to go towards Daffodil. And okay, you just became a sponsor of Daffodil. And
Yeah.
I'm sure all the names are probably on the site, or they can write to you and say, pick, sometimes a local refuge here is done, like if you make a donation, you get to name like the newest animal that
Mhm.
comes in. I would say it's a larger donation than $97, but that's a really cool way to, fund the sanctuary and give somebody a lifelong of the animal, a lifelong,
Definitely.
name. Like I've been able to name one of the chickens at the refuge in Pittsburgh, and I picked my dog's name that had passed away. So there's a chicken named
Oh,
Taylor.
yeah.
Yes, over at the refuge, and of course there's a duck named Helene too. So I mean, but that's cool as well because I help rescue the ducks.
Yeah.
But I mean, developing that connection for people to know the money went to. I mean, you don't have to have that. You can just have the pack and get the perks of the pack and have these talks that you can listen to and share with
Yeah.
whomever, because so much important information was shared and spoken about during the week long conference
Yeah.
that you know it's like really cool because uh, the we've talked about it a lot over the last month. It's a fundraiser, even though it was free, and it's really hard right now with COVID and the pandemic because you can't have people, you can't have tours, you can't have school groups, you can't have large groups of volunteers come, and these are all funding sources typically for sanctuaries that
Yeah.
all of you have had to pivot to different ways of raising funds from the people who have them to give. And that,
Yeah.
this is a great way to give people something that's really important and knowledgeable in education in return for, helping
Yeah.
Animal Place and all the animals. So
Definitely. Yeah, we wanted to continue helping educate people for free, but also use this as a fundraising tool for the animals in our care. So I think we were able to accomplish both with an incredible list of guest speakers and hosts. People can check it out again. It's facesummit.org. And if you wish to see the talks, you can purchase the Summit Pack. And like you said, know that it's going to a good cause and helping the individuals in our care at Animal Place.
exactly. Now, do you have anything else coming up on the horizon?
I would encourage people to follow us virtually on social media platforms, Facebook and Instagram. We do have some virtual events in the works. We haven't launched them yet, but we're looking at a few different options for educational talks with guest speakers, and then events that people can participate in. From their home or their surrounding areas. So we will launch those. People can follow on our website, animalplace.org, or on social media platforms. You can find us by searching Animal Place.
No, that's great. That's great. And have you had any new arrivals since we last spoke?
um, we have, we're always have an ear and eye out for animals who are in need. But I don't think we've taken in anyone since we last spoke. The 400 animals nearly 400 animals we have right now are keeping us busy.
Do you ever adopt any animals from the East Coast, or is everything on the West Coast?
So transporting farmed animals can be difficult because they often need testing to go over state lines. It's also transport is also hard on the individual. So if we hear of an animal in need on the East Coast, we try and network with other sanctuaries or private homes to find placement for them. But I don't know if we talked about this. We did rescue 1,000 hens from an egg farm in Iowa that was struggling due to COVID-19, and an incredible donor chartered some jet planes to fly them out to California. That was in May, and we found them all homes, adopted them out into forever homes.
Wow, that's a huge undertaking.
Yes.
The only difference there is they're a smaller footprint than the the pigs that needed the homes over on this
Yeah.
coast, right?
Yeah.
So that's an you gotta say thank you to all the people who support the farmed animal sanctuaries. Dogs and cats, they get donations hand over foot, but the farm animals don't receive as many donations. And it's important to recognize and realize that the cows, the chickens, the goats, the sheep, the pigs, all of them are sentient beings, all of them feel pain just like we do, and all of them want to live just like
Yes.
we do. So all the help that everyone has given to Animal Place and to all the sanctuaries that we support over the course of, throughout this country and the world, thank you. Thank you to everyone watching who participated in the summit and bought the package and can still buy the package. And you know what? Or you can just make a donation.
Oh.
You don't want to spend the $97, throw $5 at Animal Place, throw a dollar, throw something, because if like 100,000 people throw a dollar, that's $100,000. And that'll
Thank
be pretty,
you.
that's what, right. That's my Pass the Buck campaign right now. So we'll have Animal Place as part of that in the future. Piedmont Farm Animal Refuge is our Pass the Buck. We started a fundraising campaign, donate a dollar, pass the buck. And
That's
all the money
awesome.
goes to the refuge. And you get entered for every dollar that you donate, you get entered to win a prize from Hodo Foods. So it's a win-win. So the more money you donate, the more chances you have of winning that prize pack. And of course, we're going to throw more stuff in there over the course of the month. I know I'll throw something in as a prize, and the refuge is probably going to throw something in as a prize, and whoever I speak to, you never know. Over the
Yeah.
course of the month, we'll donate something to throw in as a prize. So it's worth donating what you can, because not everybody has anything. And the cool part about Pass the Buck is, it's 12 months in a year. So really what we're asking for is $12 over the course of the year to help out all different nonprofits. And that's not a lot
No.
in the
That's
whole scheme
awesome.
of things, even
But
when
it
you
adds
have
up.
nothing. It does. Oh yes, it certainly can.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
this has been wonderful, and I said like a couple weeks ago that I was sad that it was ending, and now it
I
really
know.
is.
I know.
But I'm sure we can follow up at some point, because I'm sure the Plant Based Network and Animal Place will collaborate again, and there'll be some other large conference, online,
Yeah.
virtual thing, because this
I
doesn't have to go away.
I would also like to say Plant Based Network did sponsor this event, and they did an incredible job helping put it on. So, we thank them, and we couldn't have done it without them. That's Plant Based Network.
Thank you. I know
Yeah.
this I did this part. This part was little compared to what happened in the background, and how much work and effort and editing and website and everything that had to go on to get
Yeah.
it together in a very short time frame, no less.
Yeah.
This was put together very quickly and done very professionally on everyone's part. So kudos to all the speakers, the hosts, Animal Place, Ron and Jasper, Plant-Based Network, and I'm sure Paul was part of it, part of the editing as well. I mean, it is really a team effort, and
It
there's
was.
nothing better. There's nothing better than to say like how important it is to work together and take care of one another, especially during a time where we need to work together and
Yeah.
take care of one another. So thank you,
Definitely.
Kelsey. Oh, I need to
Thank you
add you on.
so much.
I need to add you on Facebook so we can keep in touch.
Yes, please do.
I love that. So everyone else, I will be back on Thursday with Keith Allison. He's a vegan author, poet, and activist, and just an incredible human being. So please tune in and listen to him. He really made an impact on me when I met him about 3-4 years ago. So that's 4 p.m. on Thursday, Eastern Daylight Time. So you can join us and ask questions or interact or just listen. And then, don't forget to wear your mask over your nose, under your chin, and social distance, wash your hands, and take care of yourselves. And we will see you on Thursday. And buy the Summit Pack. Spend the money. Give it to Animal Place. Donate. Do something. But no matter what, be safe and be happy. And we'll see you on Thursday. Thank you, Kelsey.
Thank you so much.
All right. Bye, everyone.